Hi, welcome to Alpha Motors here in Wigan. I'm Graham and today I've got the pleasure of showing you around one of the finest and nicest Porsche Cayman 981s in the country today. Now, we had the pleasure of selling this car to the last owner, who is only the second keeper. So when I sold it to him back in the back end of 2019, it was a one owner car and it had come direct from Porsche to us. And I want to show you around the car because it's got over £10,000 worth of factory options. Now, if you're in the market for a Porsche Cayman, you'll see that a lot of Caymans they're either very well specified or they come with very little spec. And I must admit, this has got to be one of the best specification ones I've ever sold. The car's finished in a jade grey metallic, which is arguably the best colour you can get that in. It shows the lines of the car superbly well, it shows the chrome detailing, and it just shows the lines. This is the second generation Cayman, so it's a 981, it's a 2.7. Now this has got the PDK gearbox, which is silky smooth. It's got to be the finest gearbox in the land for a sports car. Now the car is sitting on, as you can see, the fantastic 20-inch Jeep Carrera S wheels. Now these wheels are finished in the titanium matte finish, very similar to that of the GTS. So the GTS is a 3.4 engine, but these wheels, obviously you can get them on the 911, and they're optional extra. They're actually a £1,945 extra. Now, around the car, the paintwork is in absolute exceptional order. This is going to go in our showroom, so don't worry if it's raining when you do come, but the car is in superb. Never really driven hard, so I sold it to Derek. Derek is a good customer of ours here at Alpha Motors. Derek is an 80-plus-year-old gentleman who is a car fanatic. I've sold him XR3s, I've sold him SLKs, I've sold him Porsches. He's a lover of cars. Now, while he has owned this car, when I sold it to him, it had a full Porsche service history. It has just had a full service at Porsche in February of this year and has done minimal miles since. It has been serviced at Porsche at 38,470 miles, as you can see there. There's the mileage, and at the same service he then had 4 brand new Pirelli tyres fitted to the vehicle, and that was on the 12th of March 21. So it's just had, let me just get you there, £1,050 worth of tyres, and it's just had a full Porsche Chester service at £1,000. So it's just had £2,000 spent on this car. Now, when you're considering purchasing one of these, consider that. So you've got 4 brand new Pirellis, and they are N-rated tyres. So why do I say N-rated? The tyres that fit on Porsche will have an N on there. Can you see that, guys? That's N-rated. Now that tyre is only designed by Pirelli to fit on a Porsche. So if you're going looking at a Cayman, or any Porsche for that matter, make sure they're N-rated tyres, because if you took it to Porsche for a service, they will advise that you change the tyres because they're not N-rated. Now, looking at the paintwork on this car, if we take a look down at these silk sections here, you can see that there is no stone chipping, etc. around here. And they're where we look. If we look at the wheels, now when I sold this car, the wheels are in outstanding condition. We've got the lovely jade grey calipers as well, matches that superbly well. Now, you would not think that this car is coming up to 8 years old. Porsche obviously evolve their cars, they don't really change much. This is a second generation Cayman, but looking again around the rear, the wheels, Derek, this was his pride and joy. It was polished every week, but looking down at the bottom here, again, very minimal stone chippings, which tells me the car's never really been driven hard and in anger. We've got the single tailpipe there. We've got the tailgate spoiler, which obviously is, you can raise that up like it is now, so you get that GTS look. However, it can sit down in that section, and then when you hit the motorway at 60 miles an hour, this will automatically come up for downforce on the vehicle. Now, the HPI does show, as I say here, the specification check, £10,608 worth of extras. PDK gearbox is 2,000. Porsche communication management, 1,986. Now that is your satellite navigation. Satellite navigation isn't a standard on a Porsche Cayman. 20-inch Carrera S alloys, 1,900. Bi-Xenon headlamps, leather seats, telephone prep, automatic climate control, sound package plus, 3-spoke steering wheel, universal audio interface, cruise control, heated seats, wheel centers with crest, 110. So just to have the crest, but it sets that wheel off. That wheel is absolutely gorgeous. Now obviously before you collect it, what we do, we highly detail our cars. So we'll have the wheels removed from it, we'll wash them inside out, we'll polish the calipers up so they look absolutely as new. But the paintwork, the windscreen, there's minimal, if no, any marks on that screen. And because these are shaped like an arrow, obviously they are susceptible, as all plastic front ends of Porsches, you do get the very, very light markings. But again, this one is in fantastic, fantastic condition. Original condition. We've got parking sensors front and rear. We've got headlamp wash. All those details, really, when you think about it, they're future-proof in the car. These cars have gone up in value over the last, if I said 18 months. The reduction of cars coming out of the Porsche factory has just made these cars go up in value. Now this has got power folding mirrors. We've got the full set of rubber Porsche overmats. We've got 2 keys. We've then got the 2 tracking devices also. So this has got the Porsche, well it's not a Porsche tracker, it's a tracker which is a Trackstar we had fitted. 39,511 miles. The seats are in outstanding order. Automatic headlamps, paddle shifts, confirm, satellite navigation, select reverse. We've then got parking sensors front and rear, and then the screen which will give us the car. Looking at the service book, this is where this car, when you're considering buying one, I want you to check that the car that you're looking at has the same as this. So let's just have a look at this, Dom. Now, previous to us taking it in, the car was supplied by Porsche Centre Nottingham. And then let's look at this, because this book reads absolutely perfect. So we've got 4 Porsche services: Porsche Centre Nottingham, Porsche Centre Nottingham, Porsche Centre Nottingham, and then Porsche Centre Chester. That's the engine. And now turn over the page, and what we've then got is the brake fluid change, which is an extra. And we've got Porsche Centre Nottingham, Porsche Centre Nottingham, Porsche Centre Nottingham, Porsche Centre Chester. So it's had the brake fluid change as Porsche recommended. And then we've also then got the long life guarantee. So that is Porsche going over the car, making sure that this car is as good a condition on the body side, so that future-proofing the car. And that is again at every service centre: Porsche Nottingham, Porsche Nottingham, Porsche Nottingham, Cheshire Oaks, Porsche in March this year when it was done. And then at the back we've then got an air conditioning service history. Now this car is the only car which I've ever had this sticker in. I've sold 911s, GTSs, turbos, Targas. This is all, I've only ever seen this once, and this is here. Now Derek didn't have the air conditioning because it's ice cold, but each service up until Nottingham, it's had the air conditioning checked as well. But let me tell you, the car air conditioning is ice cold. It's a non-smoked-in car. MOT as well was done, as we see here. We've got their MOT through to the 25th of March 22, 38,532, and now it's on 39,511. But the car is in absolutely delightful, delightful order. I would have to say it is probably the best 13, best specification 13 on the market today. We only get one opportunity to sell these cars, and this is it. So if you're looking for, I wouldn't say an entry-level Porsche, but it's not a lot of money really, is it, to own arguably a sports car which you can use every day of the week, which will give you 35 miles to the gallon. It's not 15 owners, which most of these are, it's 2, and I've known it since late 19. It's never been anywhere for mechanical work other than the Porsche Centre. So anything that was needed, for example, updating software, they do all of that without even you knowing. But this car arguably is, I would say, one of the finest today. So just to recap, just been to Porsche and had a £1,000 service, just been to Porsche and had the brake fluid done, just had 4 brand new tyres less than 1,000 miles ago, both sets of keys, it's got a tracker, so if your insurance say I want a tracker fitting, it's already got it. Paintwork, colour, everything about it looks outstanding. Now if you need any more information on it, I'm Graham, I will gladly do a live video, whatever you need, but you can travel to Wigan in complete confidence, without disappointment, that that car you'll be driving away in from here. So, give me a call, and I'll look forward to speaking with you and then showing you around and having the pleasure of handing this outstanding car over to you.